Welcome back. Tonight we celebrate a milestone in Pay It Forward.
For 2 years now, we here at News Channel 9, along with our sponsor, the McMahon Law Firm, have paused each Monday night to honor your unsung heroes. In the process, we have paid it forward to more than $50,000.
So Sarah Jennings went looking for a special Pay It Forward worthy of this milestone, and she found that and much, much more when she revisited the Bates family of Cleveland.
This is Skylar Bates, and you can see how excited he is. Last year, we met his grandmother, Linda Bates, when she was nominated for Pay It Forward. Linda is a hospice nurse and is raising Skylar, who has cerebral palsy. The story we presented on Linda helped launch a new campaign of kindness. And this time, Skylar was the focus. Lake Forest Middle School in Bradley County. That's where an entire community is gathered to watch Skylar Bates realize his dream of going places, like other kids his age.
We started out with nothing, and we got up to $16,000, but started out with the Pay It Forward.
Skylar has no idea how hard his grandmother has worked to raise money for the Skylar Mobile Fund.
Hold out your little hand.
The initial $500 Linda received last June has grown thanks to the generosity of so many in the community who have also stepped up to pay it forward. And many of those people are here today.
It means Skylar can be mobile. He doesn't have to sit at the house all the time. He can get out and he can go to the ball games like the other kids do. He can go to church, you know. He has to go to Sunday school now because he can get there.
We got to make a walkway through here so we can roll him through here.
The moment, 1 year in the making, is close at hand.
We're in position and ready to go.
We spot Skylar, who is detoured into a fist-bumping crowd and greeted by McMahon Law Firm attorneys Brent Burks and Jay Kennemer.
How are you?
The attorneys are well aware of the challenges Skylar has overcome. His mother is in prison because she was convicted of leaving Skylar's 2 little brothers in a hot car, and they died. That's why his grandmother is raising him.
Your story is so amazing. You've inspired all of us, and your courage and your bravery. And on behalf of the McMahon Law Firm and News Channel 9, I'm here today to pay it forward to you in the amount of $500, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500. Thank you for everything you do, Skylar.
It's a wonderful thing you do.
What are you going to do with all that money?
Put it into the van account.
Little does Skylar know that won't be necessary.
The van is for me and my family because it is hard to transfer me from my chair to a car.
What kind of van are you wanting?
I'm just wanting a handicap accessible van.
What color?
Red, preferably.
And you've had a lot of hard stuff happen in your life. How do you smile every single day, Skylar?
Well, I know the Lord will lead me through it, and I'm a firm believer that when I die, I'm going to the great beyond.
And in that moment of hope, he learns that today's celebration is hardly over.
But Skylar, we want to let you know that that's not all. This is just a small part of the story.
And right on cue,
move that truck! Move that truck!
The command from classmates to move those fire trucks that hide the bigger surprise.
Move that truck! Move that truck! Move that truck! Move that truck!
This is your van. This is your van.
Go check it out, Skylar. A big dream made possible by so many people, simply paying it forward.
Thank you very much. What do you think? I'm so happy right now.
Sarah Jennings, News Channel 9.
Oh my goodness. Skylar stays busy with his anti-meth speaking campaign. His former Taylor Elementary School principal presented him with a gas card to also help him with his travels. Give me this. Skylar says he's already planning a summer trip to the beach in his brand new van.
If you would like to see Skylar's story again or nominate someone you would like to surprise with $500, head to newschannel9.com and click on the Pay It Forward link. Boy, wow.
Yeah,
that child has been through so much.
was good.
And,
Yeah, that was good.
Inspiration to us all.
Yeah. Welcome back to News Channel 9 at 6. Jazz is taking over Chattanooga.
Oh, yeah, and today kids got to experience several musical performers. News Channel 9 photojournalist Lindsay has that story.
How you doing? Glad you could make it.
Are you ready?
This event is trying to introduce children to jazz.
They have a Mecca Quintet from New York come down. And then they're sharing the jazz history with students over Hamilton County.
Jazz is a pastime music that has been here a long time, but in recent years, as far as Chattanooga is concerned, it's sort of faded. Jazz is just in the form itself. It's rhythmic, beautiful. Lyrical. It just does a lot for you.
Do we have any jazz fans out there? All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I love it. It's amazing. I think it's important not only for them but for myself because music, I was telling them, it's my life.
Jazz is an American art form, and it is a music that, although developed by African Americans, transcends ethnic and cultural boundaries and explicitly mirrors the diversity of our modern world.
It's very important to know your history. Not only, books history, but your music history, what the music you listen to come from, where it originated from. I think that's what this is helping us do, learn.
The two most common cancer risk factors for breast cancer are being female and getting older. That's according to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. In fact, fewer than 5% of breast cancers occur in women under the age of 40. But this week, I met with one woman who is in that 5% and survived to tell her story.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting in class.
Demetria Lindsay was 27 years old and in her last semester studying graphic design at Chattanooga State.
I couldn't process it. And how am I going to break this to my family? Like, how am I going to tell them?
She noticed a lump in her breast while showering, and her mom convinced her to go get it checked out.
When I was going to the doctor, they was like, oh, well, you're so young. I doubt it's, breast cancer.
But after 2 biopsies,
they called me on the phone, and I was at school.
Doctors diagnosed her with early-stage breast cancer in February 2014.
For it to be your own child, I was devastated. I was like, no, not my child. She only, although she's 27, but she's my baby.
Because of health reasons, chemotherapy wasn't an option. Demetria decided to have a bilateral mastectomy with immediate reconstruction. Doctors began the treatment right away in March.
They were glad that I found it myself because I wouldn't have had another mammogram until I was like 30-something.
Doctors removed all the cancer.
I was excited, but at the same time, you still have a worry in the back of your mind, like, what if the cancer comes back somewhere else? Or, you feel an ache and you're like, oh, is that cancer?
Both Demetria and her mom believe this was a blessing in disguise.
Y'all want some water?
Live in the moment, because it was a big wake-up call for me.
Demetria graduated from Chattanooga State and is pursuing her dreams.
I cried all the way through the ceremony because I was just thinking that, okay, my child is alive.
And at 28 years old, can call herself a breast cancer survivor.
Don't let fear stop you from doing things. Just enjoy life.
One thing Demetria and her family want to stress is breast cancer does not have an age limit. Her personal mission is to inform people about breast cancer and encourage everyone to do self-exams no matter your age or gender.